2012, Paper 1, Question 11. To find the points where it crosses the x-axis, that's when y equals 0. So it's when 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x equals 0. So if I factorise, first of all I'm going to take out a common factor of x, and then I'm going to factorise the quadratic. That gives me 3 points. X equals 0, x equals 5 over 2, and x equals minus 1. Part 2, we're asked to find the turning point. So the first thing we need to do is differentiate. So 3 times 2x squared, 6x squared. 2 times minus 3, minus 6x, minus 5. And at the turning point, 6x squared minus 6x minus 5 has to equal 0. To solve this, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And that gives me two answers, 1.54 and negative 0.54. Now the y is found by 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x. So when x is 1.54, this gives us a y value of minus 7.51. And when x equals negative 0.54, gives a y value of 1.51. What we now need to do is work out whether these are maximum and minimums. So I'm going to find the second differential, and that was going to be 12x minus 6. Substituting in 1.54, the second differential is 12.48. That's greater than 0, so this is a minimum turning point. Repeating it now for negative 0.54, 1.51, and substituting in negative 0.54, I get negative 12.48. That's less than 0, so this is a maximum. To sketch this curve, I'm going to sketch the basic shape and then add the coordinates to it. So I know that a cubic has the following shape, and I know from my first answer it goes through the origin. I know that this point is minus 1, and I also know that this point is 2.5. I have a minimum turning point at 1.54, negative 7.51, and I have a maximum turning point at negative 0.54, 1.51. In the final part, I'm asked to find the area, and it's the following area. So I'm going to want to integrate from minus 1 to 0 my curve with respect to x. So integrating, we add 1 to the power and divide by the new power. When we're substituting in, we substitute in the first top limit first, so that's 0. And then we take away the second, so that's 1/2 times minus 1 to the power 4. Minus 1 to the power 3, minus 5 over 2 times minus 1 squared. So that is going to be minus 1/2 plus 1 minus 5 over 2, which gives us negative minus 1, which is plus 1, and we expected a positive answer because the area is above the axis.